Meanwhile, Rick Santorum up in New Hampshire trying to explain to people why he does not believe that gay people should have the same right of marriage that straight people do. And, well, let's play just a portion of this audio because the lies, there's a lot of lying and there's a lot of irrationality.
And for those of you who say, well, I want to keep marriage as what I believe marriage is, in fact, what marriage has always been, which is the union of a man and a woman. Why?
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we know that marriage has not always been exclusively between a man and a woman. I don't think this is even that relevant, but it's a lie. On December 16th, 342 AD, I believe, which some people might refer to as CE, the Common Era, the Christian emperors Constantius II and Constans outlawed same-sex marriage. The law read, when a man marries and is about to offer himself to men in womanly fashion, it's the Latin apparently is cum vir nubit in feminam viris por rectorum. What does he wish when sex has lost all its significance, when the crime is one which is not profitable to know, when Venus is changed to another form, when love is sought and not found? We order the statutes to arise, the laws to be armed with an avenging sword, that those infamous persons who are now or who after may be guilty may be subjected to exquisite punishment. This is part of the Theodosian Code 9.7.3. Now, if you are going to make a law to outlaw same-sex marriage, it presumes that the existence of same-sex marriage exists. Why would you make something illegal that does not exist? There are other examples, less well documented, of same-sex marriages. When Christianity came around, it decided it didn't want to have those. So he's wrong.
Because I believe we are made that way. Yeah. God made man and woman, and man and women come together to have a union to produce children, which keeps civilization going and provide the best environment for children to be raised. I think that is something that society should value.
So God made man and woman, and let's just play along here. God made man and woman to come together to make babies. And that's why we have marriage between man and woman. So by this reasoning, one should have to sign an affidavit upon receiving a marriage license that you will produce children. If you are not capable of producing children, well, your marriage should be nullified. It should be outlawed. This is also why he has no problem with states outlawing birth control, because, of course, the use of birth control should be outlawed in the context of marriage.
And should give privileged status over a group of people who want to have a relationship together. It's great that they want to have I have no problem if people want to have relationships. People can have all sorts of relationships. But the uniqueness of marriage is it provides an intrinsic good to society. While all relationships provide some good to society, this one is unique because it is the union that causes children to be created and to be raised in an environment that is their birthright.
So there you have it. the uniqueness of marriage is a function of childbearing. If you are not intending to have children as a married couple, and in fact, why not put in anybody who's over the age of 50 who has not had children, the odds are they won't. Their marriage license should be revoked. Why is our society giving them the rights and privileges that we give married people? There are over 1,000 rights that are given to married people in our civil society that we don't give to cohabitating people. They should be rescinded if you don't have a child. And you should be forced to sign an affidavit you're having a child. Otherwise, what he's saying is complete bunk. The other things he went on to say during his argument is that, well, if you're going to allow a man to marry a man, why not allow 3 men to marry?
He said that to a 17-year-old girl who asked him about
Right.
gay marriage.
And it's a complete non sequitur. If society has found that it is in society's benefit to restrict marriage to 2 people, then that's one argument. You could make the argument that it creates less controversy. You could make the argument that it provides more emancipation and more equality in a marriage. Maybe you make the argument that it's a silly law. I don't know. But that has nothing to do with the value of 2 people getting married together. And certainly, I mean, according to Rick Santorum, the only value in marriage is that it actually, a man and a woman can produce a child. Well, if that's the case, then any 2 people who produce a child, whether they're married or not, should be afforded the same rights as a married couple. So there's no need for marriage. Because here's a little secret. You can copulate without being married. Shh. We don't need marriage to make babies. So it's really just his way of saying, I want to justify how icky I think gayness is. But, of course, that's his shtick.